The country's chief diplomat railed against intolerance in her address to the 193-member assembly, the intolerance of other nations, intolerance towards human beings, particularly women and children, and intolerance against the environment that sustains us all.
Our country, South Africa, has unfortunately not been immune from evidence of intolerance and division in some parts of our nation.
Pandor committed to addressing the inadequacy of the country's immigration administration and promised to work with all countries, particularly on the African continent, to implement development strategies to increase economic opportunities that counter feelings of resentment and antipathy. She warned that dealing decisively with the threats of poverty would fail unless the structure of the global economy was transformed, expressed solidarity with the people of Palestine, Cuba and Western Sahara, while the question of Security Council reform was again raised.
We believe the time has come for the broader membership to heed the overwhelming call for Africa to obtain at least 2 permanent seats.
Pointing to a world facing a myriad of challenges, she called for the preservation of the rules-based multilateral system with the UN as its head. Her speech here tops off a week-long whirlwind of high-stakes diplomacy that has sought to reposition South Africa's image on the international stage, just as the country assumes the presidency of the UN Security Council for the month of October. Pandor indicated that they would use their tenure to advocate for the peaceful settlement of disputes and inclusive dialogue, embodying the legacy of Nelson Mandela towards the objective of silencing the guns on the African continent by 2020. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.